Alright guys, so I got these printed. I did find a little bit of an issue. Maybe it's just on the one. Interesting. Okay, so one of them came out funny. Maybe there was a layer shift. So I'm gonna have to print it again. Or maybe I screwed it up when I printed a mirror image of it. I don't see a shift in it over here, but there's a lip in here that is not present on this other one. Maybe there's a little bit right here. Interesting. Okay. So this one does not look the same as this one. What I did was I was in Cura and I just made a mirror print of it. I guess it could have shifted, but I'm kind of thinking it didn't. I'm thinking their function of mirroring the image is really strange. So I got these. I guess I'm gonna reprint. I've got these. I haven't even pulled them out of here yet. Hotter than hell outside today. Okay. Let's see if these turned out okay or not. They look alright. So I can't print with this anymore until I figure out the damn firmware. Just shut it off. Turn. So I'm gonna need to see. I'll pull the file up on this thing, but this thing is getting warm. Okay. So we're gonna pull the file up and see if we can find a discrepancy in the deal here. So I'll be back in a second. Okay, so well, we know. I think I saved it on here anyway, but so these seem like they printed okay. A little funky on the brim or the skirt or whatever. I don't like printing this crap because then you gotta clean it all up. But it does kind of make a difference because it gives the printer, it seems like, a better chance with the first layer in case there's anything on the end of it or something, you know. So I don't understand why it makes these stupid marks like this in certain places. It's not like consistent. We also have like some considerable stepping over here where it printed. I don't know, like it just did that. It's not supposed to. I had another one I printed and I configured it to print fuzzy skin. It's really weird. So anyway, we're gonna be probably doing a few different prototypes anyways, so it's not like a huge big deal, but I definitely need to remember to turn off this crap. Print a skirt around it. Okay, so this one looks okay. There's some stepping on this one too. Interesting. So that's just down to the slicer settings, but hold on. So I'm gonna see if I can get into Tinkercad and pull the damn thing up, and maybe because if I try and open it in the slicer, it's already sliced. It'll won't be easy to view in here. Get that out of there. So choose the file. Go in here and figure out where the hell I put it. What I really hate is you slice something and it's in G code. Once it's in the G code, you can't do anything with it anymore. It doesn't give you estimated print time, even though it was sliced from here. It came from here. Like, really? Why? So what we want to do is see if we can see where there's a mistake, if it'll show up in here. When I did the mirroring thing, it was really strange. So we're looking at it here. Okay, that's that one. So I feel like it must have moved right here when I mirrored it. I don't actually see. I actually don't see a problem in the file. I see a problem in the print. And I'm wondering if maybe it's just a shift in the print. I'm not seeing it in here. Okay. If we were to be looking at it, not that one, we would see that lip right there, this other one, and then we would also see a lip right here that shouldn't be there. So maybe I'll just try and reprint and go from there. I'm not seeing it, but it's really hard to tell. I wonder if maybe... See, I couldn't open it in here because it's not an STL file. I need to find out if there's a way to make a mirror image some other way. So while we're waiting for that, we can see 2 of the holes lined up. Perfect. Or close enough. And then we really can't see any of the other ones. So both of them, same story. Pretty close. So I just need to figure out how to put the holes in there. And then these are too big, but they're made for inserts. So let me see if I can open this thing in here. I'll just see if maybe I can't read nothing. We see if maybe I can get a better view of it in here. Okay, so it does show it to me. Let's see here. Alright, so is there a way to rotate this damn thing? Oh Lord. So I'm trying to see. I don't see a problem with it in here. It looks like it's okay. I forgot. Is there like a way to move this? I can't remember. Okay. So if we click it here, okay, what I want to do, I'm looking. So I think the print went bad. So all we need to do then, you see right here, you can see actually more than one hole. This is the only one here that goes all the way through. So, I don't really have an easy way to deal with this. But I'm going to try to go into Tinkercad and import the last one that I messed with, which should be this one here. And I was trying to use these cylinders earlier, and I couldn't get it to work. So what's going to happen is, I don't know what the distance is, but the hole should be about 3.5 millimeters to accommodate a drywall screw to go through there. We just want to keep it simple. And then I will cut out or take a large drill bit and drill in this. The thing about drilling this kind of stuff with a drill bit is it really catches, and it's nasty. So you gotta be careful. So what I have not been able to get this thing to do anymore. Okay, now this one wants to do it. Okay, so I need to be, I guess, 4 millimeters by 4 millimeters, and then I should be okay. Problem, I get this stupid thing in my way. Okay, it looks pretty big. I wonder if we have a way to come over here with this. No, I don't know. Alright, let's drag this over here. So it's not 4 millimeters, it's going to be 3.5 by 3.5. So we'll go ahead and try and do that. 3, and it might even be 3 by 3. I think it's 3 by 3. Okay, now, is there a way to copy this? Duplicate. No. What did it just do? Okay, undo. Undo. Forward. Okay, we're 3 by 3. Okay. So let's see what that looks like when I put it right on there. I wish I could draw through this here with like a ruler, get everything centered up. I guess I can. I want it centered. So what I'm trying to do, and that's centered that way. So let's see. I'm gonna drop another one over there, or maybe where'd it go? I don't understand what this thing is doing. Let's move that. Ruler tool. Where is it? Oh, so it's right here, but it's okay. It doesn't want to, so it won't sit on the top. So we can't use it for that. That's useless. Okay, well, let's put it right here. So I think think that looks close. So now I'm gonna have to just hope it's close. Okay. And now we'll take another one and drag it over here and go 3.5. Or did I do 3? I think I did. I think I ended up doing 3. So I think I'll stick with 3. Okay, now let's look and see. So we can see here that that's not even. We need to go. Oh boy. I don't know if that's going to be correct or not. It's really hard to do this stuff because with Tinkercad, like, things like to move and you're not sure if you're where you need to be. Okay. Alright, so now okay. I need to be able to see it better. And apparently, I don't know if there's a way to scoot this thing. It's driving me nuts now because I'm gonna have to put it like this. We'll zoom it in. God damn. Okay. It's hard to say where we're at. Okay. I really need this thing to be in a different position. I don't know why it insists on going in the wrong spot. So what I'm trying to do is I need to be right here. And since now I can't see it, well, I don't really know where I'm at. Yeah, this is really getting complicated because the ruler isn't doing me any good. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come over here to this one. Oh, come on. Alright. So it's putting all this crap in my view. It's like, hey, I can't tell what the hell I'm doing already bad enough. But here, let's put all this crap here so you totally can't see. Okay. I'm just frustrated with Tinkercad. It's like, but of course I can't figure out how to use FreeCAD. So choices are very limited. Okay. I don't know if we're where we need to be. Let's move it right here. Okay, that looks... We can see this right here actually is showing me pretty good. Okay. That's awesome. So now, we see if we can just leave this in this position. And we'll go... Alright. Now, as long as I can drag it over here, and it will like line me up. Geez, I don't know if that's where I need to be right here. It seems a little far. So if I'm looking at these pieces here, I might be able to figure it out a little better. So what I did was I took this and I measured it. I come up with 4.5 and 5, so I don't know if this is in the right spot. It's possible I might be able to just like superimpose another object over the top of it to check it. So I don't have an easy way to measure this, but what I think is that this is the mark that it left from when it would have been there. So we're just gonna have to like hope that that's correct. And this one here probably wouldn't hurt to change it also, but it does go all the way through. It is a little distorted. It's not completely round. I'm going to try to grab one of the other ones and put it on top to check my work. So I'm going to go in here where the originals are, and should be the this should be the right hand end plate. I think what we want to check first, and we should be able to lay it on top of here, and our pins should be normal, but I don't know if it's going to lay flat. I think it's actually going to open up, yeah, like that. So in order to check this, I guess we can kind of look at these. Now, I think it's further apart here and here, not there. So now, technically, you should be able to make this into a hole, not a solid, and then these should become pins. But let's see if we can just move it over here and see what it looks like. Okay. I really wish I could slide this thing back and forth. Okay, so what I'm seeing is it looks like it's pretty close. Let's see if we can get this thing to lay down on top. Okay. It's going the wrong direction. Now, I don't know what it says. Does it say 90? No. It's at 67 degrees. I'm gonna go and undo that. Alright, let's see here. Let's just slide this whole thing over right here and see if we can look these up. This looks pretty close right here. And honestly, I think the sides are different. Okay, let's go here. Alright. Now, you gotta figure out a way to make it go up and down. And I don't remember how to do that. But maybe we can. So we can rotate it, but I don't know how to bring it down. Alright, so this is kind of where I got it right now. This one's sticking out further. I'm kind of concerned about that. Like, what's up with that? Why is it taller? I must have stretched it. Anyway, so we'll go ahead and... I'm not sure what I need to do at this point. I think export it, I think, and it should be fine. Why does it show the damn Cura? Like, that's not cool. Okay, so we'll come in here and clear the build plate. Okay. So this is annoying to have to do this a million times, but it's kind of part of doing this stuff. That ain't right. The hell? Okay, I'm not sure what's going on here. I'm gonna close this. It pisses me off that every time you do something, the files take over your computer. It's like, I didn't authorize Cura to be my default for STL. It's like, that's not cool. I don't want it doing that. So now I gotta wait for this thing to open and see if it locked all the stuff into place, and then okay. So I think it did, so we should be able to move. I don't know, I guess I can't move it. It looks okay. So let me close this out. And now I don't know what my computer did, but it deleted all my stuff, and I had to reinstall Cura, and now it took over all my STL files. Okay, so let's have a look and see. It looks like all the holes are there. We don't know if they're even or not, but they definitely don't look even to me. So I might be able to open the other file in here and put it on top of this and see by doing that, because I can't get it to lay flat on Tinkercad, but Cura will automatically put it flat. So I think this is the right hand end plate, but I'm not sure. Okay, now we'll take this and we will rotate it, and rotate it a couple times, and front view. Okay. We are looking at the one here. So we need to select it. And we'll move it. And let's see. I'm trying to see. I don't really think it's close at all. I think it's been sliced wrong. Let's see. So if we're looking right here, this other one is in the wrong spot. It's yeah, it's wrong. So I got to redo this again. And so I think these two are okay. So this one here we need to get filled and then moved. And let's try this one more time. Okay, when it looks like this, we can kind of see that this should be over here. But your perspective could be wrong because of the way that I'm gonna move this build plate. Alright. Okay. Alright, that looks pretty close to being, this thing is not letting me do. I think the biggest problem with half of this crap is me trying to figure out how to do things. Okay. So these two line up, that doesn't line up, and that lines up. That doesn't make any damn sense. Oh boy, this is going to take a while. Alright, I'm just going to go back to the drawing board on this one. So it's going to take me a while. Alright, I redid it again. Let's see what we get here. I think there's a problem with this one right here, and I don't think it goes all the way through. So you can see the yellow on the bottom, but we got them where I think they need to be. So now I got to go back and adjust this one. I knew it was sticking up high, so when we look at it in here, we can see it's right here, but I don't know how to bring this thing down. There is a way to do it, but I just haven't had any luck doing that. So most likely what I'll end up having to do on this one, as we can see here, it's not going all the way through, unless so that's that and that, and this doesn't do us any good to do that. Unless of course So we're just gonna look. I don't know what it did. So we're gonna redo this one, and we're just gonna make. I don't even know where it went. It's up here. Interesting. Okay. I don't want it over here. Oh God. That is really strange. Okay, I'm just gonna delete this thing. We'll make a new one. Then I just gotta match it with the other one. Okay. So we went 3mm and 3mm. Just squeeze it up until it goes. Okay. Now. I believe where we want it is straight off of this line. So we'll go right here. My hand's falling asleep. Too much work here. Okay. So I constantly have to move this thing around to try and see, is it where it should be? No, it is not. So now we'll move it just a hair, and it's probably moved in the wrong direction another way. So I want it to be, I think that's close enough. I'm going to export it. We'll print it. We'll see if it comes out correct. And then we'll mirror another one. And so now we'll come in here. And this one would have been fine, but it's you could drill it, but if I'm going to share this file with other people, I need it to be correct. I don't want you guys to have to do all this. So I did upload it. Now, if I wanted to get rid of this mark right here, I could take and put a solid piece in here. It's just not worth it. So what I end up doing is, by the time I have a bunch of these done, I'm going to be giving away some of these. I'll probably just post them on Craigslist for free pickup or whatever. You guys don't want them, trust me. You don't need them. If you don't have this radio, you don't need them. I mean, if you really want them, you know, I probably could mail them. I don't know how much it would cost. Basically, to do the whole thing, you need these two here. So you would need these two here. So these could just like go in a padded envelope, I guess. Anyway, I'm gonna go in here and check my settings. We don't want no support. Nope, we don't want it. Okay, build plate adhesion. Yeah, the brim is turned on. Let's go skirt. Now, another thing too with the skirt that you need to make sure, I'm not in an advanced setting here, so it's not giving me all the information. Advanced. It will print the skirt. I'm sorry. It will print the skirt right up onto the damn thing. So the skirt has to have a certain distance. So you scroll through here, go back down to build plate adhesion, skirt. Okay. Is it, so it's still not showing it to me. Okay. So now we got to go to expert. But what I've run into in the past was if I didn't set these settings, it printed the skirt right on the damn thing. And so it's fine. The skirt distance is 3mm. Okay. And so I don't remember the exact way to use the mirror thing, but let's just get this thing sliced. So this is going to be our I think our left-handed side. So it should be about an hour to print each one, an hour and 2 minutes. So then we go and I'm gonna save it to the disk. And my keyboard's not plugged in, so I'm gonna go type this. Alright, so we are in here. Need to find it. Okay, there it is. Okay. Just wait for it to do its thing. Alright, so it's off and running with this stupid test strip where it prints it where I don't like it. And there we go, we're off to the races. So there should be a skirt being printed, I guess. I don't know. It looks like it skipped the skirt. I don't see it at all. That looks like it's straight. See that other hole right there? I'm concerned about that. I'm like, So it might be the fact that it's been flipped around, but I think something's going to be in the wrong spot. So basically, once I get 2 of these done like this, and then I set them up with the rest of the pieces, I'll have a better idea if this is actually done and ready. See, it filled that little spot. And I honestly think that there was supposed to be a screw hole there, but only for the other side, because I think it's different spacing. So we might run into some problems. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pull the cage off of this. And this piece has been drilled out to fit. And I kind of countersunk it. What I like is you don't have to remove any of these screws. So I just don't like these rails. I want them to go all the way around. So another valuable thing learned by doing this is that we know that this does in fact fit around the bottom of it to give that extra protection that I wanted. I want to go all the way across, which means I need to come in here. So this has still got to be able to come out. But at least with this here, we now have this piece here. There's nothing right there. So that's what I wanted to do. And now I can kind of get a little bit closer to mocking this thing up and check to see also if this has enough clearance, because it looks like it might actually be not coming down all the way like it should, but I can check that. So there's a little bit of stuff in there that needs to get cleaned. So we'll just get something to clean it out, like a screwdriver. And that's just mostly because my printer prints too fast. So in order to make sure we got this correct, what I'll do is I'll just take this piece and it'll just go right on top of here and we'll just drill it out. So we'll know this one's going to be fine. And then when our other one gets done, we'll check and see if it's in the same spot. And then we'll just have to redesign it accordingly. But we'll just do that. So like I was trying to explain, we'll have to make the holes bigger. About that big. So what the guy provided originally on the file wasn't even close. I don't know. Maybe he was using some really big thread inserts. So I can see right now where we're probably going to get into trouble is because I think the two pieces don't have the same spacing on the top and bottom plates. So I'm going to have to take a look at these right here. So I believe these are going to be different. Yeah. So it's going to be wrong what I just printed because one's further out. So we probably can go ahead and abort the print. It's also starting to fail anyways, so that's cool. Stringy dingy dingy. I think what's happening is it's trying to print at 250 millimeters a second. So we'll go ahead and cancel the print, but we'll have a better idea. Well, it's a mess. Look at this crap. Okay. So we'll have a better idea now. This is what sucks about designing stuff, is that, like, you know, you could do it many times before you even come close. Also, something else looks wrong here. There is no there's no handle. Well, I don't know what happened. So we just get all around fail over and over. Something's not right. Well, that's right, the handle is up a little higher maybe. So I might have printed this incorrectly anyways.